Alright, so let's talk about the lowest common ancestor of a binary tree. And then you're given a binary tree, and then you're assigning P and Q. You're giving P and Q, and then you want to find out the lowest common ancestor. We're calling this LCA. So probably you already understand how they do it. So just find out who is your common parent. So P equal to 5, Q equal to 1. And then we can see 3 is the parent of P and Q. So this is pretty straightforward. So how about this? So if you have P equal to 5 and then Q equal to 4, right? And then you want to find out the lowest common ancestor should be what? Should be 3, right? So how will you actually solve this question? This is pretty straightforward. Just think about this. Just consider this is the infinite LinkedList, right? So if I started from 5 and then I go above to 3, and since 3 doesn't have a parent, so I will go back to the other one, default value, and then just keep doing this. So starting from Q, and then you're still going up, and then going up, and then since 3 doesn't have a parent, you're starting from the other one. So the path should be the same, right? And at some point, you'll meet you'll definitely meet a common ancestor. So if you don't believe it, if you don't believe me, then I will just draw it. So I'm going to say P. I'm going to say Q, right? So default value for P is 5, and then Q is 4, right? Right. So next, so what's the next? So I'm going to above. So P equal to 3, right? And then I'm going above. Q equal to 2, right? So I'm going to erase, and I will say, what is 3 parent? No, right? So you want to go back to the other one parent. The other one default value, right? So 3 will go back to 4, and then since Q was 2, and then I will just go above, and then I will say 5, right? And then keep doing this. Alright, so I started from 4 for P, and go above is 2, and then this is 5, go above equal to 3, and then I will go above again, 2 to 5, right? And then 3 doesn't have a parent, and then we're starting from a Q, so we have to go to P default value, right? P default value, which is 5. So now we know they are the same, so we return what? Either P or Q, right? So probably this is better to code, and then you'll be able to understand. So I'm going to just have the default value. So no A equal to 1, no A equal to P, B equal to Q. Well, A is not equal to B, right? So A will be equal to what? If A does not equal to no, if A equal to no, okay. If A equal to no, then I'm going to connect A to Q, right? So A was P. So if I find out there is no parent, I will just go back to the other one, default value, right? So this is the default value, P and Q. So if they are not the null, right, I'm going to say A equal to what? A parent, right? And then same idea for P, right? So this is definitely Q, right? And then if B equal to null, right, I will go back to what? I will definitely go back to P, right? Because B was Q, right? And then if I head to the null, I need to go back to the other one, default value, which is P. And then if they are not the null, right? B dot parent. And then if they are actually the same, right? I'm going to say return A. It doesn't matter it's A or B. And then this is pretty much the solution. And here's the summation. So let's talk about time and space. So you probably will confuse what is the time and space. this is definitely depending on the length of the A and B. So you have to add the length of the A and B, and then since you need to know like what is the intersection between A and B, you need to say the worst case is A plus B. And I mean P plus Q, doesn't matter, right? A equal to P, B equal to Q, right? So the worst case for time is going to be P plus Q. The length of the P, right? You're starting from yourself to a root, and then go back to the other value, and then you're starting from the other value, and then if you hit a null, and then you go back to the other one, right? So the time should be P plus Q, and then for the space is constant, right? And then this is the solution, and I'll see you next time. Bye.